Good evening. It's here I am live again. It's Monday night. It's mental mind treatments with psychic impressions, all ready to go. Welcome, Marion. Thank you for being here. You're ringing the bell for me. The beautiful elements, and Kayla is already on board, and there'll be more, I'm sure, checking in. I'm really happy to be here today. It's been a busy day. I've had phone calls, I've had clients, I've had lots of different things happening. And so I just was able to take a little short time, and then the phone went again. And then I put it on, don't ring. And then I was sitting here getting ready, and there was a call from a lady who's inquiring about a consultation and says, I'm just phoning, because it picked it up. I'm just phoning to see if there's a real person. So guess what? When I'm finished this, I will be going and telling her I am a real person. But she doesn't sound like she has technology, so we're going to have to go old stream, so to speak. Well, people are coming in, so I might as well get started. Kayla had phoned me earlier. She's still waiting for time periods to have her knee surgeries. And like a lot of us, get tired, being tired all the time. And plus she's hurting because she needs her knees done. And so it's an unsettling time, I think, when that happens and you're waiting to see. So I picked three numbers, and I got 20, 14, and 3. Two of them are balanced numbers, but 3 is the love, which always goes with Kayla for sure. She understands the power that's there. So I'm just going to go into the treatment, because this is a lot about acceptance and balance and being aware of all that. Take a nice breath. I know there is one power and one essence, and I know that power is there for each one of us. And as I speak my word for Kayla, I know the acceptance of where she is and where she wants to go, the path that she is on, that she is able to balance her world in the perspective of where the end result is leading her. By understanding the love vibration as it works, is being able to give an element of taking the tiredness, because one listens to the body, and recognizing that this too shall pass, comes to me. That this is an intermediary stage of knowing where you're heading, knowing you're going to be there. So it's like taking the strength, I'm going to say, taking the strength from it of where you're heading, and so that you're being patient and you're giving yourself the time to relax and grow the element within you, so that you're able to move forward, so that you're able to go in the direction that you want to. I give thanks in knowing that Kayla is just relaxing into the process, doing what she has to do, because I know there's a lot of little things she has to do, but I also know that taking the time to rest, taking the time to sleep, taking what you need to do to deal with the pains, then the end result will come exactly as you need and require. I give thanks in the knowing of this. I give thanks in knowing that Kayla's surgery will become aware, and everything will fall into place. And for this, as I release this, I say, and so it is. Amen. I also have one more before I come to the list on the side. Once more, also for Mango. There's a growth process that has been happening with Mango. And today I want to do the treatment on believing in self, or to believe in the self. It depends which way you want to look at that. It means the same thing. I picked the numbers of 1, 13, and 12. 1 is the magician, all things are possible. So you have all the tools, in other words, and like a magician, you're going to create them in the way that you want them. But 13 is the death symbol. That's very important when we go to leave the old and move out into the new. So it's like on a path, but you're not there yet. Actually, this shows you've already begun, but you're not there yet. And it's a transition time. And the 12 is the acceptance of that transition time, which will bring everything that you're desiring. And to me, by feeling the vibration is to, as I wrote here, believing in self, or even the statement to believe in yourself, so that you become more self-aware of where and what you're creating and where you're going. So let's do the treatment on that. Knowing the one power and the one essence, I speak my word from Mango, knowing that every day is a step in the direction of believing in herself, of allowing herself to become more and more aware of transitions and the time transitions sometimes take. The acceptance of that, to be patient with that. Sometimes it feels like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, or even 2 steps back and 1 forward. But growth is growth and progress is progress. And for this, I am incredibly, incredibly grateful on Mango's behalf of the growth, the process of knowing that there is one power, one essence that is there for her so that she may grow, create, and be all that she can be. And for this, as I release this, I say, and so it is. And so it is. Okay, so Math07, good to see you. I hope you're doing great. Actually, I am doing much better than I have for several weeks. I feel, although it's been a long, tiring day today for some reason. No, I am. I'm feeling really great. So thank you for saying that. Ashika, hang on, S-H, there we go. You've got 8, 9, and 13. Oh, here's 13. Isn't that funny how some days one number kind of crops up a little bit? How am I doing? I'm doing really well, actually, right now. Treatment for your lower back. So we got lower back still. Okay, that should be clearing up now. They are improving. Oh, thank goodness. It's been acting up a bit since last 2 weeks. Now, lower backs, because I've dealt with my backs myself a lot, often have to do the feeling of being supported. If you don't feel supported, very often the lower back is what kind of plays up a bit. And also it's a matter of sometimes we just have to support more the universal love and light kind of thing. And that's what I want to infuse this lower back with is a relaxing and allowing, and that you don't have to carry. If it was the upper back, I'd say you're carrying stuff, but here it's like relaxing into being. Being means is very much like our magician, just being you, being who you are. If you're getting any criticism, if people are saying you should be this way or that way or the other way, just, breathe it out. Now let's look at the numbers. Number 8, strength. You have the power from above to work with the issues in your life. 9, you have the answers, is the hermit, that you're able to access them. And 13, as I said, is the death symbol, where you're leaving the old behind and moving forward. I really get the feeling if you're having any criticism from any direction, is breathe it out, let it go, burn it up, whatever. Just don't take the energy on. Okay, now in treatment, we take a big breath. Knowing that there is one power and one essence that loves you beyond measure, I speak my word for Ashika, and I know that the strain within that lower back and those muscles and those tissues and everything is sometimes the feeling of not being good enough, wanting to be good enough, feeling that you're inadequate. All of those words apply there. And it's like allowing the light. I don't have been using this term today for a few times for people. Remember that the love and light is something that often we used to say many years ago to each other. Love and light, meaning have this love and be light, be that beautiful light. So it's like taking whatever color you love and bring it into that lower back and allow it to crunch up all the tension that's there. And because I really still think it's really connected with what you're hearing from people or you're imagining in your head, one or the other, is that you also crunch up those words. And I know then that within that you can transcend and you can move and you can become so much more. I give thanks in the knowing of this, that you are whole, that you are complete, and that you are relaxing, and that your lower back supports you no matter what anybody else says. So we'll just take a big breath and we'll breathe it out and know that it is done. And I'll say, and so it is. Okay. Now, Math So 7. Let's see what else you'll say here. Your eyes are slowly getting better. Yay. Need a treatment for faster, complete healing. Eyes. Yeah. Sometimes it takes a wee while for things to change around and sometimes it's not only our thinking, our feeling, it's just allowing time. Time is a funny thing sometimes. So you've got 5, 8, and 16, but you've put music to my ears in your input. 5, the Hierophant, knowledge, awareness, listening. There's 2 aspects to the Hierophant. There is the teacher, will say that's me at this moment, and then there's the 2 prelates in front that are getting the keys from that person. So sometimes you are the person and sometimes you are the person getting the information. And so that's what we're doing here. So I'm the Hierophant at the moment, and you're the one that is getting the information. So 5 is the seeking of that. 8 says it's about balancing that which is above, bringing it into your body. Now, for me, in whatever I'm working with, I use gold light. But you may have purple or red even. Doesn't matter. There's no judgment on it. It's what makes you feel the best. Feels connected, because it doesn't seem to take much, because of the 16, which is Tower, to have you forget and get all caught up in the emotionality again and letting go the framework of what you've already created. So it's really about recognizing that the healing energy of the universe is constant, but like all things, sometimes it's getting used to the feeling, getting used to the way it works, and getting used to the balance. The number 8, if you go to tarot deck, take a look at strength. They take the energy from above and they apply it into the physical. So it's like here, you can take your palms. I'm a great, if people who see me work sometimes when I'm doing hands-on healing or working with something, I'll take my hand and I'll work my chakras in my palms. I'll just touch them lightly, maybe rub my hands as well, and then put them out. You can do that too by opening up those chakras, getting the energy flowing, and you can choose your color that makes you feel really, really good and connected, and just put them up by your eyes. Let your eyes absorb that. And I think that's the 8 I'm seeing here. Don't let what other people say disturb you from what you know, is that you can let go of those old things that you didn't want to see and didn't want to know about, and just bring that all into play. I give thanks in the knowingness of your growth, of your healing. And to me, there's a wisdom coming in here that's really, really nice to see. So as we release this, I know these things are happening, so we can reemerge in a whole new and different way. I give thanks as lots of love out there. Okay, Miss Karen M. 3, 6, 8. 3, Empress. 6, the Lovers. That's confusion or indecision. 8, same as Math 07 up here, is strength into your world. Okay. I want to just and I'm going to readjust myself in my chair a little bit here. I feel like I'm slipping away here. You understand the loveness. You understand all that. But, again, I get that sense. What are other people saying, or who else are you listening to that's coming in and creating doubt? Sometimes it can be a friend. Sometimes it's family. Sometimes it's someone else. Everyone says, listen, and you have changed and grown and maneuvered so well over the years. And it's about rebalancing the essence of what's above into the world. Even I sometimes have to take hold of myself and say, what are you doing? What are you creating? And go back to basics, basically. And that's where I was talking about affirmations one day. Like I say the affirmations at least once a day. And I also say my treatments too at night. And I have another set of like affirmations that I say. And what I see here, Karen, is stay the course. What I want to say, I should say, stay the course. If we take the 6 out of this equation, it looks brilliant. But when we put 6 in there, then it's like, which way are we going to go here? Are we going to understand love is everywhere? And we can implement and bring that into ourselves through color, through sound, through actions, deeds, or we can wonder, is it real? Is it right? Is it what? And especially people, and it's funny, it might be just tonight that seems like there's this link of other people's comments coming in. Sometimes we find that, right? I don't remember everything because I just do these things and they're gone by my brain usually. But usually we have a theme coming up at night. And the thing is not to get caught up with what other people say. You know what you believe. You know what you're saying. And you know what you want. And just go, oh, is that, there's sayings you can say is like, oh, really? You think that? Or, oh, that's interesting. But you don't take it on. You don't take it in. You're doing great. You're doing wonderful. Can't do better in some ways than 3 and 8. Just drop the 6. Go look at your cards. You'll see. Go, oh, yeah, right. I give thanks in the knowingness. I'm going to do the treatment. I give thanks in knowing that there is one power and one essence that Karen knows very, very well and utilizes very well. And it's just a surrendering to that love force, to know how precious and how loved and how open the world is to you. And just by accepting that and allowing that, no matter what anyone says, even your own brain sometimes, just let it go. Remember the power, the light, and love. There is one power, there's one essence. And as I say these words, I know that Karen is at one with all that there is. And I give thanks as I release this by saying, and so it is. And we come to Maggie G. Been a while on here. Hello, Norma. Lovely chatting with you. Yeah, we did have a nice little chat. No treatment tonight, right? I will tune into your words of wisdom for all. Thank you and blessings. Well, there's a lot here at just about remembering what you know, I think, and what we are and who we are and what we've gone through many times. Sometimes, we're so on the path, and then something happens and we're way over here. And then it's like, oh, we remember. So this seems to be a night when we're going to remember. So I know that you have your path and you are aware and you're going straight for it. And I wish you well. So enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Karen B. Bless your heart, sweetie. Good evenings, blessing, love to all, good health, and to everyone. Looks like everybody's got well in hand. And then Kayla says, thank you for being loving thoughts and treatments. And then Ashisha says, that this might be a short night tonight. Thank you, love and light. Karen M says, thanks, so helpful. Masso7 says, thank you so much for your beautiful treatment. Thank you, I loved it. And Yale says, hi. Hi, Yale. Do you have anything you would like what we call mental mind treatment for? Anybody else out there wants another one? Hey, we usually go to at least 7:30, and we haven't frozen yet, which we don't want to. But anyway, just remember, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just pull some tarot cards and see. I've got a little bit of time here. Oops. I'm going to spray them everywhere. This is about change. Okay. Most of you know something about tarot. If not, well, that's what I am, a tarot person. The first one that came up was the 9 of clubs. No, sorry, 8 of clubs. I'm a little tired. It's been a long day. 8 of clubs. Leaving behind the old as you are moving forward. Leaving behind the old, the good and the not so good. But that's transition. We do that from time to time. And some of you got similar symbols of that. And then the biggie about change, the wheel of fortune, which means we've got to be like the hub of the wheel while this turns around. And if you'll notice, the 4 fixed signs all have books because life is about learning. Life is the element of what is and where. So we have to utilize what we know. And, often we've forgotten more than what we're using. That we've forgotten this, that, or the other. And that's one of the things I really love, that I still doing work. And because I get to be reminded of what works and what doesn't work and how it is. And yeah, and some days, because I'm feeling better, my readings are picking up and other things. And some of you have signed up for the special a week Saturday, I guess. It's not this Saturday, is it? Hang on, let me just take a look at my book. There's only a few of you. Oh, it's this Saturday. We're full anyway. I can't take any more. But I worked on my newsletter today. My fellow who helps me with my web page, bless his heart, has been screaming at me, will you please type up a newsletter? And because I am feeling better, it was amazing since I had more teeth taken out, I'm feeling better. And let's hope it lasts and I don't use it up. We get tired sometimes because we overdo it. That's one of my things I sometimes do. And it's like, so we've got another date coming up in July towards the end where I'm going to channel your guide. You can only handle 10 people. I've done this before a few months ago and everyone seemed to like it. So anyway, that's coming up. So I'm trying to work on it. And also this month, I also have a book too, which I'm kind of working off as well. But change. And Maggie G says, thanks for the reminder about the use of color. Oh, yes, very important. What really works for you and what doesn't work for you. So if there is nothing else, I want you to remember that every day is how you want to be connected to the source at night. Say thank you for the day. Thank you for what's happened. Thank you for what you want to have happen the next day. Have everything worked out. As you all know, I'm a great believer in the attitude of gratitude. But that means asking for what you want in a grateful way. And I give thanks often for the things that I want to have happen. And as I have said many times, I have had miracle things happen to me out of the blue that have set my life into a different pattern, a different course that has always worked well for me. So I truly, truly trust miracles. And on that note, unless somebody types something else in, um, Karen B says gratitude for all of you. I agree. Without you guys, there would be no mental mind treatments. And I would be very sad about that for sure. And I've, yeah, and I'm looking at, if I keep feeling better every day, I'll soon be back doing some shorts as well. So life's looking up because it's been a rough few months, I have to tell you. Anyway, I'm going to say good night. I want you to say enjoy. And remember, there is a power that loves you, whatever name you call it. I do not mind whatever name you call that power. That power is love, and it's there for you to use. It is there for you to use physically, mentally, emotionally, in any which way to help heal, to help rectify, to help understand. Just relax into it. And again, as I said, it's like color. What color does that force of love come through to you as? There's no judgment. Yes, I use a gold. I've always used gold. But that doesn't mean I don't use other colors at times, because that's been more necessary, or I've been instructed from above to do it. We are at one there, and we are loved. People forget this so easily. You are loved beyond measure, but you have to breathe that in. You have to accept that, and you have to know all is well, no matter what conditions are that you're going through, no matter what is occurring. You are loved beyond measure. And so it's like you can breathe it in. And that's where often we can use color to represent that love force that exists. Because if you resonate with, oh, what have I got here? I've got an little orange thing here. I've got a pink thing. Does it matter in the color? No. What matters is that you recognize the love is there for you. And you breathe it in, and you allow it to go to the parts of your body that need it. And on that night, I'm going to say good night. I shall see you on Wednesday morning with my topic. Surprise. Bye now.